have to bring back the death penalty. They have to pay
the death penalty.
The death penalty.
Sentenced to death.
Joe.
Humane, painless death.
The death penalty.
The death penalty.
I support the death penalty.
When you do death by lethal injection, you feel more attached because you're at the other end and you can see the poison going down, the chemicals going down into the man's arms.
According to Givens, who executed 62 people, there were few prerequisites for becoming an executioner.
Just a high school education, and a person with common sense, a person that can't be biased, he can't be prejudiced.
Capital punishment is the practice where a person convicted of a crime is executed by lethal injection, firing squad, electrocution, gas, or hanging. The death penalty is currently legal in 30 states, including Missouri. The Eighth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution subjects any single American to potential execution at any moment. An American's inalienable right to life, according to the Declaration of Independence, is put in jeopardy. The Eighth Amendment states, excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishments inflicted.
Unusual, you look at them both kind of independently. Obviously no torture. I think certainly falls within cruel and unusual punishment. Mental or physical. If a juvenile person killed somebody, should they be eligible for the death penalty? Well, that would be cruel and unusual. Probably more unusual than cruel, because if they just decided that the death penalty was cruel, that takes it off the board for everybody. All the states, it would be gone.
For a crime like this, I would support the death penalty. I continue to.
So in Europe, there's no death penalty, and I think it's a really good thing because it shows that even if you're a criminal and maybe if you didn't do anything wrong, you can still live, and then you might not die by accident.
I support the death penalty because under certain cases, it's a just punishment for truly horrible crimes. Generally speaking, the system that we have in the United States, which has dramatically limited the death penalty since Furman and Gregg versus Georgia.
I do not support the death penalty because I don't think that we ever really know 100% if someone committed a crime.
It's easy to put yourself in the shoes of a victim's family and say no punishment other than death would be sufficient. I've sat with people that have been convicted of murder, and it's hard to look at them and say this person should be killed most of the time. There are true evil people, and if the death penalty is used, I believe that it should be kept just for those truly evil people. But it's hard to distinguish where that line is sometimes. Life in prison is, you're given the gift of life, but not much more. It's hard to say that life in prison is not an adequate punishment for most things.
Again, when you have innocent people that's been 30 years on death row, and after 30 years they say they're innocent, that put doubt there. And when you have doubt there, one man that were removed from death row, that threw the monkey wrench in the whole thing. So you never know.
Since 1973, 164 people on death row have been exonerated. According to the National Academy of Sciences, 4% of people on death row are innocent, but not all are exonerated. 1.6% are exonerated, and 2.5% of the innocent are killed. Of the 2,613 people currently on death row, 107 are likely innocent, and 65 of them will die. The death penalty has long been discussed in the Supreme Court, most recently in 2008 when two Kentucky prisoners claimed lethal injection was cruel and unusual. In a 7-2 decision, the court ruled that the death penalty was indeed constitutional. However, coroner believes that this ruling may not be permanent.
I would anticipate at some point the Supreme Court looking at it, and I wouldn't be surprised if the death penalty is taken off the table altogether. I don't think it's coming anytime soon.
Gibbons is now working to end capital punishment. He has published multiple books and produced multiple documentaries on his story. He additionally works to keep young kids out of trouble.
What I believe in is this. Death is something that we can't remove from our existence. From living, because you live and then you die. You can't remove death. But you can remove the killing part. We don't have to kill one another to demonstrate that killing is wrong. Or we don't have to hate one another to the fact that we have to kill you.
Since every life is sacred, every human person is endowed with unalienable dignity, and society can only benefit from the rehabilitation of those convicted of crime.